I have until Black History Month starts to wish you a Happy New Year. The entire month of January, it's appropriate.
So wait, hold on. Do you not refer to the month of February as February? Do you just call it Black History Month? Welcome to Booing and I spiked the mic immediately. What a start. What a start. Welcome to Booing in the Workplace. I am your host, Adam Constantine, also known as AC.
Happy New Year. Good to see you.
All right, so I'm already going to start this podcast on a negative Nancy foot. And I know, I listen to podcasts all the time, and I'm like, I hate when they jump into
it. Wouldn't be booing without it. So what do you got? What did I do wrong?
We're almost to the middle of January.
Yeah.
Saying Happy New Year is inappropriate.
No,
we've been in the year. People have already broken their New Year's resolutions.
Guilty.
It's too late to say Happy New Year. That's my hot take.
Could not disagree more, but I have to ask, what's the latest you've ever been wished a Happy New Year?
Oh, I usually try and block out that type of negativity. Okay, there's the appropriate, and then there's the barely acceptable. The most appropriate is the Monday, the work Monday after New Year's. The Saturday, hey, Happy New Year, fine. The Sunday, Happy New Year, fine. Monday, Happy New Year, done. Because you haven't seen your colleagues since then. That's good.
So let's say you wanted to wish somebody, hey, how's the new job going? You can ask that 6 months into a new job. You can ask that a year into a new job. We're talking increments of time. 1/12 of the year.
Let's say you say, hey, how's the new job coming? New job in that instance, where we've alienated all of our audience already, in that instance is based off of a 30-year career. So that's 1/130th, which actually goes back to my point, which is about January 7th.
Look, if I have until Black History Month starts to wish you a Happy New Year. The entire month of January, it's appropriate.
So wait, hold on. Do you not refer to the month of February as February? Do you just call it Black History Month?
Since you and I became friends, it is now Black History Month. January, Black History Month, March, April, May. 100%. Except Valentine's Day gets 1 day in the middle there.
You know what? I'm actually a little... I have to check
my cultural
myself
sensitivity
because I haven't thought of that before. That is the new edition that I want. January, Black History Month, March, April, May, June. I love that. I'm not gonna lie. I love because so January, Black History Month, March, April, May, Juneteenth, July, August, September, October, November, December. I love that.
Yeah, except August is just labeled birthday month. But yes, that's
fine. Correct.
And December's Christmas. But other than that, we're good.
All right, so we're going to play a game, Who Am I?, where one person describes a famous person or character with one word while the other guesses. If they don't know the answer, additional words are going to be given. I am going to go on the record right now. Our producers are both around 25-year-old women. This number one that they picked, you are not getting. The reason why I know you are not getting is because I had to look this person up to figure out how I'm going to describe them. Also, we're not 40. I don't know why I said 15 years. So this game is already going to go off to a rough start. Aaron, we're going to start with your name. You give me one word, and I'm going to try and guess who this is. And then we're going to go 1 and 1 each person.
Oh, sweet. Okay. All right. Well, here. This first one is just soft toss for you. First clue. Feastables.
Mr. Beast.
Bing, bing, bing. We have a winner. That was just a warm-up.
I don't know why ours are so different as far as softballs.
The rest of them, I don't know how I'm going to do it in only one word, but we're going to do our best.
Yeah, we will figure it out. All right, this one here, TikTok.
If it's a CEO of TikTok, I do not know who that is. That could be creators. It could be... All right, we're going with Willy Wonka.
All the choices, I don't even get why that's the first one.
Because it was I don't know. He has something to do with clocks, maybe. How many lives do I have out of curiosity?
You won't have enough. We'll just put it this way. For this first one, you won't have enough.
All right. Go ahead. Hit me with another one.
Singer.
Shawn Mendes. He got famous on TikTok. It might have been YouTube. I don't remember.
Woman.
TikTok female singer. We're going to go Sabrina Carpenter.
We're not getting here.
I think I
I'm
only get
just
3
saying.
lives, right? 3 lives
Oh,
per
is
thing?
it 3 lives?
I don't know.
We're gonna put that rule in there.
For
If
the
it's
sake,
3
for the
lives.
sake of time, let's
For-
try one
for the
more.
sake
Let's
of
try one
time,
more. Let's see what
Let's
happens.
try one more. Blonde? I don't
Taylor Swift.
No, do you even know who Addison Rae is?
I've heard the name. Is she a singer though? I thought she was a dancer.
Well, because what happens is they get famous, I think, from the dancing
yeah.
and then convert into singing. Because I think even Charlie D'Amelio now is a singer.
Really?
Right? I mean, well, now look, she's more of a singer than we are podcasters, right? so
yeah, no, that would be brutal, especially in one word. That's okay. We're 1 for 2.
All right, I'm locking back in.
All right.
Hit me. 3
In
lives.
3 lives, I think we're going to get this on number 2, but I'm going to do my best. You ready?
Let's see it.
Eagles.
Jalen Hurts.
No, that was not it, but we're on the right track. You ready for number 2? Taylor. Connect those dots.
Travis Kelce. Oh, sorry, Jason Kelce.
There we go.
Okay.
I didn't need a third one.
It
There we
threw
go.
me
We got
off for
there.
a split second.
Oh, I know. That's why I said Eagles first.
Fair enough.
We
Fair
just
enough.
need-
Well
you know.
done. All right. This one I do think you are going to get at the very least. It might take all 3, but you will get it.
All right, here we go.
All right. First one. It.
Pennywise. If it's the actor, crap.
The last thing I can give you is
Give me something that sounds like his name or lets me get his first name. Help me out with like a totally obscure clue that gets me his first name, and then I'll get the last name.
Cosby.
Bill. I was about to say Bill Hader. Very different. Very different.
Absolutely
SNL.
not.
Bill.
Although he was in the movie, right? Wasn't Bill Hader in
Yes, he was. He was
the
in
movie?
it
So
too,
that's,
I think.
That was almost cool. Yeah, right.
I am staring at his stinking face.
Yep.
It starts with an S.
It does.
Skarsgård. Is that it?
I mean, I'm gonna get. Hold on, judges. Somebody, come on. Are we giving that to him?
What is his last name?
Are we giving that to him?
What was the answer?
Bill Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. I was so close. Anywho, all right, third one. Dial in.
All right, I'm locked in.
2 for 2. You got this. First clue is 11.
Millie Bobby Brown.
It's a great guess. Your second clue should get it from here. Enemy.
Vecna.
Ding, ding, ding.
Lay.
I feel like
Let's do it.
within 2, we should dial it in. One is tough on that. I don't know who the actor was that plays Vecna either.
This one. Let's go. All right, this last one. Cartoon.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Hey, we're back,
No,
baby.
let's go!
We are back. If you look at like what is Aaron most likely to know between SpongeBob SquarePants, Bill Skarsgård, and Addison Rae, look, I love our producers. I don't mean to throw them under the bus, but I am throwing them under the bus. That was absurd. So they had something out for you. I don't know what that was.
Look, we did all right. We got
well
we
done.
got a
What do we get?
passing
4
grade, maybe
4 out of 6.
4.5 if you give me Bill.
No.
All right. Well,
So I want to talk about, it's a segment, basically right now we are blatantly stealing it from another podcast that I listen to called The Weekly Planet. So I'm at least going to shout them out so that if you're like, you're stealing it from them. I know,
show.
I just told you. We haven't thought of a real name for it yet. But it's called What Are You Reading? It's just something that talks about what is something that you are consuming, you are watching, or you're doing outside of social media specifically, although it can be something on social that sparked some thought process. Aaron, so start us off. What are you reading, or what have you been reading this past week?
yeah. So I just finished a book last week called Everybody Always. We did, listener alert, we did some warm-up podcasts where I also talked about a book by this author. But y'all haven't listened to that because we haven't released it yet. It's on our Patreon in 3 years when we start that thing.
Never before seen warm-up podcast, and it's just the terrible beginning. It's like when you're like, oh, the director's cut, then you're like, oh, I see why the director's cut this. Like, that's how it's not good.
I mean, look, that's what episode 1's going to be too. Ain't nobody go back and listen to those in podcasts.
Man, have you ever listened to your favorite podcasters' first episodes?
It's remarkable how much better they get.
Man,
after,
so
like,
I
literally
am
just
praying
3 to
we
5.
have that type of growth over the year, because I'm already in here listening back to this live, and I'm like,
It's
this
just
ain't
rambling.
no top
It's just
100.
rambling. So, anyways, I just finished a book called Everybody Always by Bob Goff. So the TLDR, because we don't have a ton of time, I don't think, in this segment for me just to ramble. Uh, Lawyer based out of Southern California, does a lot of like child rights advocacy in Uganda. And he goes to battle, like legal battle, with a witch doctor who abducted an 8-year-old, cut off his
Oh,
for a sacrificial, like ritualistic rite. And but like the 8-year-old was left in a ditch. Oftentimes,
oh,
like you can't go into these legal battles because there's no witnesses, there's no like the victims don't survive usually.
goodness gracious.
Yeah, but this kid survives. So they find him. He has the bravery to go on trial and say, like, yes, I'm willing to testify in court against this witch doctor. So this super long battle, guy ends up winning. I don't know. You just gotta read the book. It's remarkable. But they've seen a lot of like progress, movement. But not only that, like the lawyer who really like self-acknowledged in the book, he's like, yeah, I view this witch doctor as like my enemy. He then adopted the 8-year-old, like he became part of his family. Beautiful story. He decides to go into the prison and he was like, hey, the name of the book, Everybody Always, is about loving everybody always.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, if I'm actually gonna live that out, everybody means everybody means everybody. So he goes in and befriends the witch doctor and he like
Jeez.
develops a friendship with him. Yeah. Just absurd book.
Maybe I had a little disclaimer that we put in the beginning of this. I don't know if this is going to be our lead Instagram clip, but wow, that is
So highly
pretty
recommended.
pretty fascinating, and living out something that
It
you
was,
talk
I would
through
say it was
is
inspiring. Yeah. It was
yeah,
like, all right, who are the metaphorical witch doctors in my life that I should be
nice,
loving, that I can find a way to go say, not put myself in harm's way, but how can I forgive you for what
right?
you've done to me or my loved ones?
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
absolutely, absolutely. Well, mine's Pluribus by Vince Gilligan. So, no, so Pluribus, Vince, Gilligan. I don't remember his last name. Anyways, he is the creator of Breaking Bad. This is his next project, and two things have stuck out to me about it. One, it is very well done. It is his classic style of you have to watch the story tell itself, meaning it is not going to tell the story
Overtly.
for you, yeah,
Yeah.
overtly. Like you really have to watch it, and it's really done through cinematography, but actually the framing is what I love. The way that they frame a lot of these shots, and then it feels like a play within the frame because they will have these long shots, and a lot of times there are these show off long shots, right, where like you're following and you go through this window, and it is really cool. This is more like nope, it's static. You see a lot of this powerful imagery in a shot, and then you just see the scene taking place in that. The second part that's been interesting to me has been some of the commentary about the show, which is, oh, it's so slow. Oh, it takes this. Oh, it takes that, which goes to show how much our phones and our short form
Mhm.
content, instant gratification has changed the way we are willing to view media,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Like it is a what I think 7 episode or maybe 8 episode season, and it is very slow. The scenes can breathe. We no
Yeah.
longer are willing to give our undivided attention to one thing
Yeah. Yeah.
anymore. That's there, So I've thought that's been a fascinating discourse on what's happening there.
Breaking Bad was the same way though. It was a very slow
Yes.
moving show.
Yep.
The as a guilty as charged, I only watched it because I could binge it. I didn't pick up Breaking Bad till the last season, and so I could just watch, 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 watch.
That's fine, right? Binging a show is more than acceptable, but it's I can't sit through 45 minutes,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Like, and I mean,
Yeah.
I don't blame them. There are times where I'm scrolling through and I see a reel, and you see that white bar start moving slow. I'm like, oh, this is too long,
Yeah.
right? And I
Yeah,
keep
yeah, yeah.
going from there. We take that same expectation back into it's funny. We're like, oh, we don't want remakes. We don't want this. We want okay. Well, here's someone that's making an original show, an original premise, a premise I have not seen before. Right? That's world building. That's building these
Yeah.
intricacies, and people are like, oh, I just want it faster. I just want it faster. I just want it faster. You know, like we're in a
Yeah.
very interesting point in society. Also, I'm about to be a hypocrite.
Go ahead.
Are there anything that you're doing for 2026 that's like a New Year's resolution or something that you are intentionally trying to change? Because I actually have one that I'm really well. There's two, but one that's like just such a small change that I actually think I may be able to do throughout the whole year.
I've never been huge on resolutions, but this year, for like, I don't know, for one of the first times, I've been like, hey, I do want to set some intentional goal building in 2026. The end of 25 was pretty like exhausting to the point that like, ooh, I think I might have burned out a little bit there. So I was like, I need to set some clear like goals or guidelines. They are gonna feel a bit stereotypical at a very high level. It's the ones that everybody wants. It's like, I should probably try to eat healthier, get more sleep, do some workouts, um, spend like the beginning of my day with like time of devotion and prayer. So a lot of the stereotypical things that people want. The tactical, what have I done? I got a walking pad so I can be
Hey, there we
active
go.
while working. And then something I did in December, because it was a challenging month, that I am continuing into the new year is on Saturdays, my phone can be in the same space as me, but it's not on me. Like it doesn't sit in my pocket. So Saturdays are
Mm,
like family time or like leisure time,
mm-hmm.
or they're going to be intentional time. So my phone can be like in the house with me or in the car if we go out. We live in a society where you do need to be able
Yeah.
to look at a phone, but it doesn't, I don't get the like text buzz. I don't get the alert notification. Like wherever I am, I'm in that space and it can be watching a show or, a football game or whatever, but I'm in the space with the people I'm with.
So basically, what you're going to hear are two different degrees of phone addiction, is really what we're going to be talking about. Whereas Aaron is trying to go a whole day without using it. I am trying to go minutes. So once again, I think the lesson here is I am going to start speaking first so that when I say, it doesn't come across as so much lamer than yours. So yeah,
What are you
it
doing?
is. My phone addiction is pretty severe. Now, caveating that, one, Aaron and I do work at the same company that we started 5 years ago now. It is a social media and production company. So part of our jobs is just knowing, and understanding social media. Also, we have a fully remote company. So communication via text, communication via Slack, communication via Monday, it's just all in our phones. So that is a big part of what we do. However, the reason why I got so good at social media is because I'm always on social media to begin with, to the point where there were several times where I will literally be sitting on the couch on my phone, walk somewhere while it's on my phone, grab a drink from the fridge while on my phone, pour it while on my phone. So everything is literally one-handed. Put that back in the fridge, close it, go back. Sometimes I will make 2 trips, right? Like if I have to carry, like let's say I'm have a 2 liter and
That was me.
I
That was me
quick.
acting out.
Yeah,
That was
right,
me.
yeah.
I'm on do not disturb right
Yeah,
now.
right. So like let's say I have a 2 liter and a cup. I will take the cup, put it down, go back, get the 2 liter, put it back on there. So my rule that I think is going to be very manageable is I cannot be on my phone while I am walking from point A to point B. Now, it doesn't mean I can't be on my phone. If I want, like, let's say I'm on a 15-minute walk and I want to be on my phone, that's fine, but I have to stop. So I have to just stop wherever I am, stay there. I can stay there for an hour if I want to.
And you will.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Let's hope not, but that let's not put that past me either. But that has already helped me think through things differently, look around differently, and even engage in conversation differently. So
Yeah.
that's my my change. I'm not doing it a whole day. Absolutely not. Maybe that's 2027. But it is anytime I am walking from point A to point B, I am not allowed to use my phone. If I do need to use it, I have to stop and do that. And it's gone pretty well so far. All right. I think you have an Am I the A-hole for
You
us?
bet
Yes.
I do.
For the record, I have not read this yet, so it's not going to be me play acting or play reacting to this. This is actually what it is. I have no idea what this is
All
about
right.
to be.
So this is going to be a mouthful. You right?
Let's hear it.
This is the title. Am I the a-hole for not making my daughter switch back a gifted Labubu with her younger cousin after her uncle found out the one my daughter gained in the swap is rare with a high resale value?
First of all, read that to a 27-year-old Victorian coal miner. All of those words. Read that and see their brain explode.
Throw away because the family is on Reddit.
Yes,
This
got it.
happened over Christmas and it's turning into a whole family drama. My daughter Sophia, 12. Also, this is written. My daughter Sophia is in
Oh,
quotes.
yes. Because it's not her real name.
Correct. Love it. Her cousin Martina, 6, daughter of my sister Maria and her husband Jose, were gifted blind box Labubus as part of their Christmas gift from my other sister Sarah. They each opened their boxes. Martina got a brown one and Sophia got a pink one. Martina immediately wanted the pink one, and Sophia immediately offered to trade because she already has a pink one and was hoping for a brown one. So they traded, and both girls were happy. That was, or so I thought. Later, Martina's parents found out from talking to someone that the brown Labubu is apparently rare and a secret version that can sell for over $250. Once they learned that, they called me and the girl, and said that the girls needed to switch back and that Sophia was to return the brown one immediately. They even wanted me to drive over with it, and then there was then and there, despite the fact that I live an hour away and it was already 8 p.m. I asked if Martina actually wanted the brown one back. They said that wasn't the point after some pushback. Jose admitted someone was willing to pay him $225 for the brown one and give Martina the pink one she wants. I said I wouldn't force Sophia to swap back from my perspective and some bullet points. Anyways, from my perspective, both kids were happy with the trade and got the Labubu they wanted. Sophia didn't pressure or manipulate Martina into switching. If she had, I would have stepped in immediately and told her, you get what you get and you don't get upset. My family version of that is you get what you get and you don't fuss a bit. But anyhow, when I asked her, Sophia admitted she knew the brown one was rare. But when I asked how much they sell for, she said they are blind boxes, so you can't buy the brown one. They just make less of them. She didn't know it was worth money. She's not a good liar, and she appeared to be telling the truth. Martina originally didn't want the brown one and basically got upset when she saw Sophia got pink. It feels like Maria and Jose only want the brown one back because they can sell it and pocket the money from it. Now they're upset with me, saying I'm being unfair and taking advantage of a 6-year-old, and Jose was even calling Sophia a manipulative burp.
Wow.
Yeah, which I think is a reach when Sophia didn't know it was worth money. She just knew they were rare to pull, and she already had the pink one, and Martina was crying for the pink one. Sarah has said this is stupid parent drama and she's staying out of it and said we can sort it out ourselves. So, am I the a-hole for refusing to make my daughter give back the brown Labubu? Before I give 2 edits, or do you want 2 edits that are also in here? Do you want them
Yeah,
now?
give me the full context.
Okay. First edit. Jose called Sophia a manipulative to me on the phone while discussing it, not to Sophia's face.
Well,
He'd be a
sure.
dead man if he said it
Yeah,
when he
right,
was
of
talking to her.
course.
It was said about an hour before making the post, and I hung up on him for it, and it has not yet been addressed. My wife and I will obviously be addressing it. I was still processing it when I made the post, but the manipulative part made me wonder if I was being unreasonable, hence making the post. Edit number 2. Since I can't reply now, Sophia's trying to collect the whole set of Labubus, and her motivation for wanting the brown one was to help complete the set. She has no intention of selling or trading it. After talking about it with her, she took rare to mean it was simply harder to find the boxes. She doesn't engage in buying or reselling. As far as I know, Jose and Maria are not in desperate need of cash. They're not rich, sure, but to the best of my knowledge, not in the financial situation where the only way to keep the lights on for the next quarter is to sell their child's gift. We are in Australia, So this is in Australian dollars.
Oh, that's
There
even
you go.
cheaper. This
That
is
is that
all
full
right.
story.
One, this is way more tame than a lot of Am I the A-hole? So
Agreed.
very, very, very glad for that. Dude, this is like open and shut. One, clearly, these parents, as a childless man, is going to now give parenting advice. Clearly, their daughter was upset already and made Sophia switch to begin with. So that's number one, right? This all actually could have been stopped by saying, hey, no, you don't complain about what you get. You be happy with that. Now, look, that's how I grew up. I don't know if that's good parenting or if that's broke parenting. Okay, like could have been either or back then. I have no idea. So that's number one. And then number two, if the girl switched, first of all, I don't care if she does know it. The one with the original rare one asked for the other one. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter if she did know that it was there.
Here's my other thought on it. Value is fully in the eyes of the beholder. Here's what I mean. The most valuable thing in my house, not monetarily, the most valuable non-living thing in my house is a raggedy old blue bear stuffed animal. And I know that because for 2 days we lost it. We did not know where it was. Why? Because my lovely 5-year-old daughter hid it from the dogs. We are dog sitting and she didn't want the dogs to chew on the toy. Smart
Fair.
girl.
That's fair.
She hid it in this like we will never ever ever find it even on a long search party. It was like at the bottom of a toy bin, which was the toy bin itself was like tucked away
Oh
in a guest room
gosh.
somewhere. And it was underneath like all the other toys. She hides it in there. She forgets, totally forgets that she hid it there.
Brutal.
And this is the type of like, I can't go to sleep
Yep.
without this toy thing. She slept in our bed for 2 days because we could not find it. I I do have a backup. I I'm I should go get them. We should like pause the camera so I can go get them and show you the backup versus the real one to show you how different they look. There ain't no switching them out. Like that's not a
Oh,
thing.
brutal.
So I learned very quickly through lots of tears and snuggles, this is the most valuable thing in my
Yep.
household. If this 6-year-old values the pink Labubu more than 250 Australian dollars
Australian dollars? That's like 125 in US
over the
dollars.
brown Labubu, like, okay, make the switch. My goodness. Values in the eye of the beholder. Also, like later story. We found it. My beloved wife found it, and my daughter goes, "Oh yeah, I put it there."
Oh, nah. Mm-mm. All right, I want to try another segment. I don't know how it's gonna work, but it's called Clock In. Again, like I said, Aaron and I work together. We've worked together at this company that we started for 5 years, but we've worked together on and off for 10. And the off was really just a year and a half,
Yeah, something like
two
that.
years, something like that, right? So like we've worked together a long time. So I want to talk a little bit about not necessarily work, but just some things that maybe work adjacent. And this time it is going to be similar to what I talked about before is this podcast. So this is obviously episode one. Hopefully at year 3, someone's going to come back to this and be like, "Oh, what were they doing? We don't know, bro. We just do what every pair of dudes are doing right now, which is, oh, we should start a podcast. It's gonna be so funny, right?
Midlife
Like that's
crisis.
that's
It's
what we're
great.
doing right now. So to start, what are your New Year's resolutions for this podcast?
Let me start with this. I'm just hyped to be doing it. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of since we're talking about clocking in, a lot of our work is how can we make these like quick turn things. A lot of our work, as our company has grown, we don't get to work together as often as we used
Mm-hmm.
to. When we started, we were like in it every day. We're like whiteboards together,
Yep.
and we'd be back and forth brainstorming, getting creative. A lot of our work now, we kind of like check in, but then we divide and conquer. Um, so the thing I'm most excited about with our podcast is it's just time for you and me to like shoot the breeze and be creative, have fun. We're playing games, we're talking about life, we're hearing about what's going on, and I'm especially excited for us to like have chances to be creative together, whether
Mhm.
it's in a game format or whether it's talking about work, whatever we're doing, we have a chance to just like hang out, be creative. I would love to, as far as aspirations go, like, let's do it every week. Let's have episodes. Um, I'd love to see some ideas come out of this, some fun social media content that we can share, some fun long form content we can share. Who knows what else comes out of it? But my biggest aspiration in it is like regular rhythms of being creative with one
Mm,
another, that then fuels creativity in life, in work, just fuels ideas and is a recharge, not like a, oh man, we got to record the podcast this morning.
right.
It's a kickstart to the week or the day that fuels creativity long term. How about yourself? What are you hoping to
Yeah,
get?
mine's pretty similar. When we talked about this, it is, hey, I want to enjoy something creative together, right? Our company is at a size which we're very happy about, where he has to do creative with his team, I have to do business stuff with my team, and that's really how our days go. So my tactical resolution is 40 plus episodes where we create the long form content, we post all of it, we post it on short form, but we don't get dominated and or discouraged by the numbers. We just do it as a hobby as opposed to a side hustle. Like, yes, I am a business oriented individual. I would love for this to get on the top 100 list of X, Y, and Z. I would love for us to have recurring audience. I would love for us to get sponsors, right? I would love for this to turn into a speaking gig. I would love for this to turn into our main gig. Oh, like, but sometimes we can just have hobbies, right? Like, in a world of side hustles, pick a hobby, right? Make that a T-shirt right
Episode
now so
one.
that I can sell that as a side.
Episode one is definitely a hobby episode. Ain't nobody listening to this. I
Hey,
ain't even
that's
gonna listen back to
hey
this.
hey. In fact, that is the title of this episode. This is just a hobby, right? Like, and that's what I want. It's just
Yeah.
40 plus episodes, which means that we've done it consistently, right? We're going to be traveling, we're going to be sick, we're going to be busy. And there are going to be times where we're like, oh, gotta record the podcast, right? By about minute 5, we'll be glad that we did. But that's what I want. 40 plus episodes of creating the content, posting it everywhere, doing what we need, and not letting the numbers dominate what we are doing. We just do it for the fun of it.
Through the internet, high five. I'm with you.
We'd also love feedback, right? Like, you all listen to podcasts. The goal of this podcast is to give you all something enjoyable to listen to. So if you have feedback on that, we would love to hear it. I hear feedback from my team, but again, they are my team. So they're always like, oh my God, this is great. Money, please. Right? So, like, there's always going to be some like, but I pay you to give me compliments, right? Which, by the way, is not me being facetious. That is part of each person's job description at ACE, is they are required to give me a daily compliment or 5 days worth of compliments by the end of each week.
Yeah, sounds right. I can hear the Oscar music going, but can we change the name of the podcast to "This Is Just a Hobby"?
I'm not gonna lie. That's
Otherwise, I just have to
crazy.
start booing you right now. I don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
One of those
This is
two.
just a hobby, and then booing in the workplace is another thing. Yeah, our creative director and designer, sure they're gonna love that. Our producers that got all
All the
of our
handles.
emails, our social media handles, I'm sure they're gonna love that. But they may not love it as much as I love the sound of "This Is Just a Hobby." So we will see. Me and Aaron will talk about that in the vacuum
Strong
of our
start.
own
Episode
creative
1.
minds. And we will then bring it up to the team. They will tell us no, and we will do it anyways. I think that's it. Again, we don't have an outro planned yet because this is just a hobby.